With the MonsterVerse films now popularizing King Kong and Godzilla, these iconic monsters have been strengthened as household names more than ever before. It is because of these universe of movies that I was pushed to go see a completely separate Godzilla film. That and its stunning trailer, of course. I am not a huge fan of Godzilla, so I have not seen any of the past Toho films of this character. The team behind this film made the premise of Godzilla simple and easy to jump behind for anybody who is new to the monster. Behind this terrorizing monster, smashing apart cities, is an actually solid human story tied to this picture with many memorable moments that will live rent free in your head. For instance, there's this one exhilarating sequence where all noise is silenced for about 15 seconds, but seemingly lasts forever in the moment, and will have you on the edge of your seat, playing with your curiosity with how the outcome of the situation will turn out. The main character of this film is likable and understandable to where every audience member is can immediately value him when he is on screen. His background creates such an interesting and unique backstory where this character was a kamikaze pilot during World War II who was so frightened of death that he faked a technical issue with his plane. This heightened fear the character has is an ongoing arc that he must constantly face and completely shapes his life for the coming years. He is written to be a real character with real feelings and severe PTSD. Every detail shared about this character will have you caring more and more as his story progresses. The finale to his arc, as well as the ending of the film, will take the breath right out your mouth with how well it was pulled off. All of the actors in this film are astounding and play their roles and characters perfectly. Godzilla is an absolute menace in this film, and as it should be, you can feel the fear that this character instills in every scene it appears in. If this monster and main characters are ever caught in the same scene, you will fear for the lives and safety for those characters, hoping that they find a way to prevail. I could actually see the path of destruction Godzilla would cause with every step it smashed into the ground. There were times when bystanders' bodies were flung upwards as if they were temporarily levitating, and then they plunged back down due to gravity's aggressive pull. On a side note, I did find Godzilla's movements to be hilarious whenever there was a zoomed out shot of the creature stomping its path somewhere. The monster had its arms pinned back and pointing straight and moving as if it was in a Daft Punk music video. On land, Godzilla had this strange and funny movements, moving like I would when I get out the shower and a cold wave of air hits my uncomfortably wet body. The special effects for this film are absolutely stunning and breathtaking with how well it was done for a lower budget. Most modern Hollywood movies are extremely expensive and do not even show the quality of their bloated budget. Studios should be jotting down notes on how to follow this style of the film. This is the result of giving people the proper time needed to complete their job. I was honestly unsure if I would fully enjoy this film due to there being subtitles present, but the more invested I became in the movie, the less worried I was with having to constantly shift between reading and watching. The two blended into one to the point where you will not become distracted by the captions at all. The only concern I had facing this film was the last scene that was intended to be the ending. This film told a full circle story that even had a second to last scene that would have perfectly closed that circle on a perfect and happy note. Instead, the film ends on a bit of a tease, a cliffhanger of sorts, that disrupts this well earned finale our main character receives. Due to the ending, this film clearly intends to have a sequel, which I am all here for. With how well grounded and monstrous this story was, I'm excited for whatever the future may hold for this franchise. With Japan left in shambles after this film, I can't help but wonder how many more times will Japan get destroyed? But yeah, that's all.